Good morning, Proniacs, Pronoia Mornings listeners. I'm RJ Lang. It's a windy day this morning, Miracle Monday, and I wanted to discuss a couple of things with you. We're delivering new messages, well, a new structure anyway, same message. My new structure is telling a story, giving you the information that I want to send to your way, and then the content as well. So let's start with the story. I'm going to talk about oneness today and feeling, empathy, and emotional intelligence. But right now I want to talk about the story. So how do you relate to people, and how can I relate to my younger me with what I know now and what I'm investing myself in and who I'm trying to be or becoming, which is my higher self? How would I be able to speak to the person that I was from the ages of 23 to even 30 and say, hey, this is the person that you want to become. This is the thing that you want to keep your eyes set on. How would I be able to influence that younger self that I was? Because right now I'm trying to influence those people to bring them to a higher level and provide them with inspiration, motivation, and support in order to see that there's a way better than mediocre. Because I used to think in those years that mediocre was something that was acceptable. That was something that was thriving even. But I found that this is not the case when I chose a different direction. But I want to go further into the idea of oneness. So in speaking to myself, I have to think that everybody in the world does the best that they can with what they know. Not saying that the people that are mediocre or less than mediocre in their lives and what they look to achieve are ignorant, but it's to say that maybe they don't have the tools, they don't have the references, the people and support to reach out to, or the influencers in order to make that move to know that there is opportunity to become their higher self, right? To look forward to advancement, to seek more spirituality, more internal light, more oneness. So in that oneness, you have to have that feeling of empathy that other person that you're dealing with, or the people that you're dealing with in this whole population, because there has to be a mediocre, right? There has to be a mediocrity, that they are only doing what they can with what they know. So how do you influence those people though? Like, that's the problem that I'm having and trying to deal with and support, is how do I influence my younger self of who I was and what I didn't know? I feel that it's showing my successes and offering my support. And this is just one of the ways that I can reach out, is showing that these are the things and challenges that I'm going through now. And the successes that I'm seeing currently are something that you can get to by taking these steps on a daily basis. So in speaking to oneness, we have to have that idea of empathy, the feeling of knowing that that one person or those people are going through something that we have been through. We can feel for them. And this is an idea that's currently being popularized by emotional intelligence. They say that the higher you are emotionally on the intellectual scale, the more sales you'll have, the better friends you're going to have, the more influence you're going to have, and the more happiness in general you can achieve. So I want to relate this as well to a more material idea. So let's talk about clothing, right? I was thinking about like t-shirts or shoes. So t-shirts, to start, when you put on that t-shirt, you get to try it on, right? There's a whole variety of t-shirts, and you get to try like maybe several of them on. But if you don't know that there's that one fabric that really fits your skin and makes you feel joyful and right and fits you perfectly, then if you never get to that point or know that it's out there, how are you going to even try and get to that point, get to that t-shirt, right? You're trying on these cotton shirts that fit okay, maybe they get worn out after a little bit, or they don't feel quite right because the tag's itchy, or the biceps don't fit you so well because you're working out so much and you're busting through them. But you don't know any better, right? Because you've never had that opportunity to try on that shirt. But other people and everybody else is wearing the same shirt, maybe going through the same situation. The scratchy tag, this chest isn't working out, they're really hairy, and so, they need a little bit more in their chest. But they don't know how to get to those other opportunities. Same with shoes. You got to try on the shoes, right, before you know that it's a good fit. If you were to just take the mediocre shoe and then go running in it, are you going to be able to run 6 to 12 miles? I mean, maybe you'll get through 2 miles. Maybe you'll get, to 5 miles and be okay with it. But if you get down the road and you find out that, wow, I've got the wrong shoe, this doesn't fit me well for the long run, who I want to become, which is the best that I could be on a regular basis, then I have to find the right shoe, and I just have to try on these things, not getting influenced by the world telling me that this is the right shoe for me, but trying things on for myself and determining which is going to work best for me. And I think that it's a great opportunity for everybody to get to the point where they can try things on. And Tip Ferriss is a great advocate of this, to say, hey, make sure you try everything first to see what works for you, because everybody's different. Now, this works for me instead of writing a journal. This is just a free-flowing explanation of how I feel and how the universe works through me and my spirituality with God. And so I like to share that, and I like to share my successes on Sundays. And I want everybody to be involved and know that this is what I'm trying to accomplish, to help you be influenced and motivated. So I hope this helps you today, and this attaches to exactly what I say in my tagline, which it's not the things, it's not the material things, or the things that I say about those material things, which is what the world gives to you or tells you, but it's the way that the things make you feel, right? You're not going to want to continue to have that in your life as your foundation or baseline if you don't feel that it's the right fit. If it's not a good feeling for you, if it's not the right fit, throw it back. It's not what I say or do, but the way that I assist in making you feel that you're going to remember. Thank you for joining me today.